All right, welcome back, you guys, to Spirits and Soul. I am your spiritual and metaphysical teacher, Queen Mother, and I am here to guide you on your spiritual journey and help you create the life that you desire and become the person that you want to become. Before we continue, if you are new to my channel, welcome to my sacred little space. I'm so excited to have you here. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I promise you, you're going to find this channel very helpful going forward. And make sure you click that post bell notification down below, so that way you don't miss all of the juicy jewels that I have to give to you every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, to get into today's topic, we are on the third law in the universe, the 12 universal law series, the law of compensation. Now, if you have not checked out the previous videos of what the 12 universal laws are, the law of divine oneness and the law of attraction, then make sure you go back and check out those laws, because this law has very closely follows the law of attraction, which is why it's after that one. But you use this law to help aid you in the law of attraction, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our juicy juice today, y'all. It is summertime, y'all, and I'm ready to, well, not summertime, it's like getting hot, springtime, right? Warm time, and I'm gonna be embracing my little wraps, because your girl, it's too hot to put on a wig. It's too hot. But I'm not gonna waste much of your time today. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in today's topic. Now, we've covered an overview of what the law of compensation was. I kind of told you how it aids in the law of attraction, but I want to tell you specifically how to use the law of compensation to help you in manifesting your goals, especially when it comes to monetary goals, and how to just use the law of compensation in your daily life. Now, for those of you who don't remember, the law of compensation is a cause and effect that is applied to our abundance, financial compensations throughout, or gifts that are given to us. Okay, notice I said giving and not making, but it does have a parallel. So the visible effects of your good deeds, your good giving back and things like that, allows for you to have that money to come right back to you. Remember, if you have to give some to get some, that is where that rule comes into place very seriously. Now, your good deeds will come in forms of gifts, inheritance, friendships, finding money on the streets, blessings, any of those good things. That's how the law of compensation works. So it's not just focusing on monetary gain, but most people use it to give. Now I think it's just as simple. What you want to give, what you want, you need to give it. So if you're in a place where you want a new relationship, you want to be in love, you have to give that love. You might be like, okay, Queen Mother, I'm not in a relationship, so who am I going to give this love to? You're going to give that love to yourself. You're going to give that love to your family, your friends, your pets, your neighbors. You're going to show that love that you are desiring to have. You're going to give it to everyone else. Even the love, say if you want to improve love within your relationship, you're going to get that love, double down on it, and give it to your partner, and then that love is in return is going to come right back. If the same things applies to if you want money, you have to give the money. If you want to receive a good friendship, you have to become a good friend. Remember, the law of attraction states that likes attract likes. So the law of compensation goes hand in hand with it. In order to get what you want, you need to give it. In order to give it, you have to believe that you are. So these go very much in the same realm. Now, I wanted to give you a really good tip, because I want you to understand when using the law of compensation, I don't want you, and you're giving money and energy, I don't want you to get hung up on just having to do a deed. I don't want you to do the deed in a very negative space. I don't want you to do it in a very begrudging state. You have to give whenever you're giving friendship, donations, volunteering, your time, your money, food, whatever. You have to give in a good state. You have to be in a very positive state, and you cannot be telling everybody and their mama that you did something. And it's kind of like, what was the point? Did you want fame, or did you want to give? You have to give from the heart. I really feel like the energy in which you give and the energy that is received is the energy that you're attracting back to you. So you're giving that energy out to whomever, and you're waiting to get that energy to come back to you. So if you're giving out shitty half-ass energy, that's energy that's going to come right back to you. Shitty half-ass jobs, shitty half-ass opportunities, shitty half-ass relationships, efforts, that's what you're going to get back. So you need to get in a space where you can give full of joy, expectantly, just give in such a good space, so that way you get all that love back. If I'm really trying to I like to give in general. My way of giving is never specifically like I want to give up. I don't necessarily like for people to ask. I like to see like people go through situations and I'm noticing like, okay, this person really needs this. I like to find what people need and give it to them, or if I can help, then I want to give it to them. I like to give in fun ways because I love when I love surprises, y'all. So I love when I get surprises back and I get like money or opportunities in very fun, cool ways. So I like to do that. So I give in very fun and cool ways, and I wanted to share some of my tips in giving with you, so you can try to attract some of that cool and fun ways back to give money towards the next person's balance. If you are in a grocery store, you can possibly rank up a few of the other person's items. If you are in a convenience store, you have like $20 and you're probably like, okay, you know what, let me leave some extra cash towards the person behind me, leave the money, say here, use this, apply it to that person's order when they come behind. Even if it's just a couple of dollars, this is give them a couple of dollars they can save. If you want to do it for gas, you know, hey, this person's getting $20 in gas, go ahead and give them 10, 30, you know, I'll let them know, hey, you got $30 of gas, you can pump. The extra 10 might help them, or they can get that $10 back in cash. Leave a little bit of extra. Leave a little bit of extra on the table when you're giving to other people. Give and pay something towards the balance. Something towards someone's balance. You may not be able to fully buy like all of their things, but if you're in a mall and you see somebody's buying something, you know, like, hey, let me get that thing out your hand. I want to pay for this person's shirt. They can pay for the rest of it, but I want to pay for that one shirt. Another good way is to pay it forward. I love when I get to go to restaurants, and listen, y'all, has been like a tremendous saver for me a few times, and I didn't know that I needed it at times. It's a brief little story time. I had a guy who paid it forward for me. I was in, and this is the weirdest situation I had been in. My 2-year-old had been in the car. She'd been tired, she'd been cranky, she was hungry, and I didn't have a lot of money left. So I was like, I think I should have enough money to buy some french fries for her, because that's all she would eat was french fries. We were out and about, I think we were heading home, and she was pretty much hungry, and she was one of those kids that you kind of had to feed right then and there. So I was buying her some french fries, and this man gets out of his car and he's running up to the window, and as I'm giving the lady my card, he was like, keep your card. And I'm like, what? And he was like, keep your card, God told me to get out and pay for your food. So he paid for the food. It was granted, it was like $2 or $3, right? So I get home and I'm like, oh my God, that was such a wonderful experience. I thanked the man. I'm like, oh my God, you know, thank you, it was such a wonderful experience. And I get home, y'all, to find out that I didn't have any money in my account, because a charge that I had forgotten about had one of my automatic payments had kicked in, and I completely forgotten about it. And I would have been like so mortified at that window that I couldn't have got my baby some food. 1, 2, that I wasn't even aware that that happened, and this guy came in just in time. So sometimes giving is going to be just, this was like one of the times that I gave and it came back to me in an unexpected way, and I was so happy for it. So another way is you can do is to pay it forward. So when you're going to get something to eat, you have some extra money, you can spend $5 or $10, put it towards, if you can't pay the full balance for the car that's behind you, put it towards their order. You say, hey, what is that person's balance? I want to put $10 or $15 on their order. If I only have, it's $50, I can't pay $50 worth of food, I want to put $10 or $15 on their food, or I want to buy their food, or let me buy drinks for the whole table, send it to them as a gift. I don't expect for anything, I don't want to know who did, just send them a perfect gift, let them know to pay it forward as well. So I love paying it forward. I love being the beneficiary of it, and I love giving the money, and I look forward for opportunities now where I can just probably leave a little bit of extra money on the table for someone, or I can just give the money to someone, not because I know it's going to come back to me, but because I'm just so excited about the idea of leaving it and how that person's going to feel. The third one I have is to, if you say you're still at the restaurant, buy extra meal. Buy an extra meal. If you notice like you have a homeless person that you see every single day on your corner or by your apartment or on your way to work, and you're buying a coffee for yourself anyway, spend that extra couple of dollars, get that coffee for that person, give it to them. Buy them something extra, give it to them. You know, you may have like, if it's something as small as an extra fry or an extra hash brown, or you know that something comes in your meal that you may not necessarily eat, take it out, give it to the person that's on the street. If they're receptive to it, then give it to them. If not, it doesn't have to be like a homeless person or anything. You can take it to your job and give it to one of your coworkers. I've done that many times. I would like go, I'm on my way to work, I may buy a couple of extra breakfast sandwiches, plain, take it to the girls at work and be like, hey, here you are. Or getting some like treats or just something and bringing it to your work environment or your school environment, or taking it to your kids' school and giving it something extra. Just, it brightens up that person's day when they get to receive it. The next thing I have is leaving money in fun places. Leave money. Do you know how happy you feel when you find money? I'm like, when I was a kid, I used to find money all the time. I don't mean like pennies. I'd be like $20 bills, $50 bills. I used to be so excited, especially on playgrounds. You would find the money. You can imagine how that feels. So I would say leave money. If you have like $1 or $2, don't try to, I think people focus on giving money to like causes and things like that. And I feel like those things are expected and they're given, but they're not always appreciated or bring as much delight to a person in those instances. So I like to leave money behind. If I could drop a couple dollars on the street, I'm gonna do it. If I can go into the store, I'll maybe take it and stash it like in the pamper boxes. I've left money like in the frozen food section, so when someone's going to get their food, they see like, oh, there's a couple dollar bills in there. They're probably excited to get the money. Leaving it in the candy section for some kid to find it, some kid whose mother has already told them no, then they go to find the money and they're like, oh my god, I can grab a candy that I want. So just leaving some money on the ground at someone's school. Just, I wouldn't be like, go drop a $100 bill, you know, unless you can afford to drop a $100 bill. Do what you can do. But just for someone to find money on the floor, that's good. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can always like cash app somebody some money. If you go through your contacts or you have somebody in contacts, you can be like, you know, I want to do a giveaway on your social media, like whoever likes this, I want to send me your cash out, I want to send you some money. Or if you want to do it like, send a friend some money, just randomly send them some money. People are going to be grateful that you send some money. If they need it or not, they're going to be grateful. Just give a gift just because. So let's say you don't want to give money. Like I said, you can give cups of coffee, drinks, teas, things like that. If you may not have money to give, just do something just because. If it just means seeing someone on a corner, pick them up. Like if I had this lady that I would always see on a corner. She would talk to me like in the morning when I take my girls to the bus stop, and one day I saw her walking back home. I was going home. I knew she was going home, so I was like, you know what, let me pick her up and take her home with me. It was hot that day. Just doing that alone opened up the door the next day for so many blessings that happened for us the next day. When we went on like this family trip, we ended up getting free tickets to go somewhere. We ended up doing other stuff, but it was just so fun and so amazing because I did one small act of kindness. I gave to someone. She didn't know me, I didn't really know. Like we saw each other in passing, and that was pretty much it. And we would talk like at the bus stop, but we didn't really personally know each other. So just something simple. If you don't have money to give, and there are times that my pockets may be a little tight and I may not be able to monetarily give something, but if I have a gift that I know I can give, I'll give that gift. If I can give an act of kindness, I know I'll give that act of kindness. If it means just taking the extra step and calling people on their birthdays and saying happy birthday, or sending a gift, or going to visit a friend or a family member, to something to brighten someone's day, I'm going to do those things. The little things sometimes matter, and they're going to be a lot more of a positive gesture. If I have like extra food or something, and I know like the person downstairs may not have, or they have kids, and I know instead of throwing something out, I may give it to them. I'm going to give regardless. So if it's I may not be able to always physically hand out some money, but if I can give in other ways, like giving my clothes away instead of before I take them to the Salvation Army or the Goodwill, I'm going to say, hey, I know you have a kid that's the same age as mine or a little bit younger than mine. Would you like to go through some of these clothes and see if you can have them? I try my best to give away things and give towards people because I just feel like it is just more just to give. Just come on, give. If you want, you can also do gift cards. Give random gift cards. Set a budget of $100. Put $25 on each gift card to a restaurant or to a store, or I would prefer to do a restaurant because it's kind of hard to do store. If you know you have like some boys in your neighborhood and they may play 9 out of 10, they play video games, I would go to GameStop, get like 4 $25 gift cards to give it to the little boys. They're going to be happy because they may get to buy a new game or something. Even for little girls, just go and get like a little goodie bag for little girls in your neighborhood. You know you have a bunch of little girls in the neighborhood, you're at the store, you can get some goodie bags and just give them to them, like little bracelets, hair things like that. I just find just give those little things. Now this is what I want you to focus on. Your intentions behind giving, it has to be pure. It has to be like, you can't be like, oh, I want some money, so let me go give some money. No, you need to give all the time. Give in pure and genuine love and joy. Because when that person finds that money, when that person gets that gift, you have just made the world to them. And that love and that energy of happiness and joy, and it's coming back to you. It is immersing itself all over you. It is there in your face, and that is the energy that you're looking to attract back to you. That is the energy that you're using to fuel you're manifesting whatever it is that you want. You're just swapping energy for energy. That is what you're doing. Just the thought of me leaving money in a grocery store and somebody finding it, it just brings me so much joy and happiness because I know that person is going to be ecstatic when they get it, versus me like giving some extra money to my mom or my sister or something. If I do this too often, they're gonna be like expecting it or not as grateful, or to my kids, they're not as happy. I go buy them a gift, they're not like, oh, could they expect it? But if I go get a little girl a gift on a corner or something, she's gonna be so excited because she didn't expect it. She's just like, oh my god, this girl just gave me some money, I'm so happy about it. So it's little things like that. It's the joy that you get from to give joy to someone else. It is the joy that and love that you're giving, you're pouring into other people, and you use that love and you use that joy to attract what you want. Because if you can give money, then you have money. You are money. You can give money, you are money. So that makes you wealthy, that makes you abundant. That means the money that you're asking for is going to come back to you times 10. If you want to be in a loving relationship, you can give love and receive love. That's times 10. It's coming back to you because you're a loving person. So likes attract likes. Wealthy people give to wealthy people. I mean, wealthy people give. People give. People love. They give these things. So I think it's just really, really important to focus on those positive aspects of everything and keep everything going with this giving positively to everyone. Don't think about it, just do it. And listen, the biggest part of giving is not to have to tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you did it. I know I just told you guys a lot of stuff that I did, but however, those took place years ago, and I've noticed the benefits of them like this. When there came times where I was like absolutely not sure how things were going to work out, people were just lining up to give back to me. Oh, you know what, you fed me before, let me buy you some food. You did this before, let me give you something. Let me do this, let me do this. It was constantly coming in. I may not have been always able to give to the people that gave to me, but I gave to others, and it constantly poured in. Or I would give to those people and they would pour it back into me. So giving can also be kind words, words of encouragement, words of love, teaching people, showing somebody in a difficult time how to do something. That is you giving, and that is what we're looking at. We're building confidence and friendships and love and abundance by giving. And that's what the law of compensation is. It really is a cause and effect. Because you're causing such a positive reaction, the effects are going to be positive to this person, and it's going to come back to you. That is where the divine oneness comes in. So today, if you can do that, I want you to go out today, and if you have just $1 in your pocket, leave it on the corner. And even oh my god, I love looking stuff in books too, right? Because you know how like, books are so old and people don't really check out books as much. So when they do get into a book, or the book does get found, oh my god, that's like the best. Because somebody might find it like 3 years from now, and it's so exciting. You never know. Like, you hear people all the time, they're like, somebody told me to go here, and then, you know, that's what's there. Something that was there set before, years before or months before, was in place, and now they're benefiting from it, and they didn't even know that their angels and gods were looking out for them before. So I love the law of compensation. I just love to give, and I think you guys, I want you all to set out, if you can leave a couple, even in this time right now, this crisis that we are going through, if you can buy an extra mask and give it to your neighbor, if you want to buy an extra pair of gloves or sanitizers to give it to your neighbors or something, do that. I had one of my neighbors buy me some tissue. Granted, I didn't need any tissue because I had just brought like 2 big packs of the Charmin rolls. Y'all, I spent like $60, but she came and brought me some tissue, and it meant the world to me. I was like, I don't need this because I got enough tissue, and we do really good on tissue over here, but it meant the world to me that she thought of me at work to say, hey, my job gave me extra tissue, here you go. The world to me, and I was just so shocked and happy to see it, and those blessings come back. So now I got to give to somebody else. You know, give as much as you can, but give purely and joyfully, and don't tell anyone what you're doing. It's not about fame, it's not about recognition. No one needs to know how much of a good person you are. They're going to know by your actions. If they see you give, they see you give. If they don't, they don't. If they don't, they don't. It's not about being acknowledged about it, because the universe is acknowledging you. The spirit world is acknowledging you. They're sending those blessings back to you, and I think that's a lot better than someone being like, oh my god, she's such a philanthropist, oh my god, he gives back, oh, do you see how much they give to this charity? Oh, or using it to hold against someone's head. Well, I gave this to you, and I did this for you, and I did this for you. That wasn't earnest, that wasn't honest, that wasn't from a place of love. Give from a place of love. If it's something that's babysitting your neighbor's kids or your friend's kids who doesn't have a babysitter, just babysit them for an hour so they can get a break. That is giving. Give your time, give your money, give your friendship, give your love, give to everybody as much as you can, because those things are going to come back to you. Not only does that, it also sets a precedence for who you are, because not to the people that you want to impress, but for these people that you made a difference to, they're going to know that you're a good person. They're going to be the ones to stay up and say, this person is honest, this person is loving, this person is kind, I recognize this person, I respect this person. At your funeral, those are going to be the people that's going to stand up. Not the people you're trying to impress, but the ones you actually make a difference for. So we have to keep that in mind. The law of compensation, you guys, remember, it is a cause and effect that teaches us that our actions, our deeds of giving, monetary, friendships, gifts, our blessings are often returned to us. And you can use that with the law of attraction. If you're wanting to attract money, then give some money, and you can get some money back, because you're not in a fearful place or a place of poverty or broken mindset. If you want to attract love, then you can give some love to everybody. That lets you know that you are capable of loving, you are deserving of being loved. So just little things matter. Take your time. Please find a way to give to someone this week. If it's something small, if it's something big, if it's something as you see the maintenance man in your building or something, and you have bottled water, it's hot outside, and give them some bottles of water. Do something nice, you know, give it to the FedEx man. This is the divine oneness that causes us to be connected. So not just for personal gains, but for us to connect with each other as human beings and understand. I love how it feels to be on the receiving end of getting gifts and surprises, and I love to be on the giving end of getting loves and surprises. So with that being said, I thank you all for staying with me this long and checking out this video. Make sure to share this with other people if you want to teach them how the law of compensation helps aid them in their day-to-day life, or how to be a more giving and loving person. Then please share this video with all of your friends and family members. I love you. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a tremendously blessed week this week in love and light. Have a good day.